Hello everyone, it is Akari, and today I shall talk... Wait, hey, like my username! Today I shall talk about, you guessed it, Sonic, but not in the way you'd expect. You see, it was my birthday recently. Yay! Yet another year of Akari, the living Sonic encyclopedia existing on this planet. And lately, a sense of nostalgia has gotten into me. Not like nostalgia per se, but more like a nostalgia for my old art. And I don't really know why, but to be honest, it has. I think it might be because of my upcoming project, which I have been teasing, that I can't talk about it yet, but get hype, it's going to be very cool, more info on it soon. Stay tuned, everybody. But the thing is, one of the reasons I started drawing more seriously was, funnily enough, Sonic. So let's talk about it a bit, shall we? Indulge me for a bit. We'll be back to our usual schedule for next video. Wink wonk! Now, for all my 2010 Sonic fans, this story goes out to you. Because we're going to enter the most embarrassing phase of my life, the closeted Sonic fan era. Which, even though it's embarrassing, I think it's a special part of my art journey, so bear with me a little bit. Also, I'm not sure if this era was a common experience a lot of fans had, so if you were a fan of the 2010s, please let me know if I was a weird kid or if it was a common occurrence of that time. Before I get into it, for those who don't know the full Akari lore, check out this video on the top right corner where I explain the origins of my Sonic fan story. It's not entirely necessary, but it explains a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about right now. Cool, so picture this. It's the late half of 2010s, and Sonic's reputation is at an all-time low. Everyone is mocking the games because of forces and the dumb marketing strategy of Sega of making themselves look stupid for some reason. And that truly was a weird time to be a Sonic fan, and that was exactly where I was at the moment. And because of course it had to happen, all of my classmates were at the same time on the Sonic mocking campaign, right? Liking Sonic was just not cool at all. So what did I do to survive? I avoided talking about Sonic all school day, and when I came back to my home, I just became a nerd. Because if my classmates knew I was a fan at the time, I would have been mocked to heaven and back. Safe to say, I never showed my sketchbook to no one, because it was all OCs and Sonic. I distinctly remember having two sketchbooks, one with quote-unquote normal stuff, with my OCs and silly little doodles, and the other one full of OC bios, wacky lore, and Sonic characters. Anyways, as I mentioned in my other video, I was hooked on the idea of making a chapter-based slice-of-life-esque comic with my OC Aster, and every week I drew one chapter in my sketchbook, and it looked horrible. And I kept telling to myself, it can't be that hard, it's just a cartoon hedgehog. And every time I drew it, it didn't match what I had in my head. And the thing is, I was always the best one at drawing in school. That doesn't really mean anything to me now, because yikes. Which, by the way, a wacky idea. Comment if you like a video of one of my old sketchbooks. I'll do one of it if there's enough requests for your guys' entertainment and my utter embarrassment. But back to the story, I started to feel horrible for drawing Sonic in such a disrespecting manner. He was, and somehow is, my hero, so I couldn't just draw my hero in a mid-way at best. So I practiced and practiced and practiced so much. And I always was determined to make a good drawing and ended up drawing something mid and ending up angry about it because it didn't look quite right. It always felt like that one scene from Big Hero 6, you know the one, right? It's the basic fan obsession syndrome. Most people obsess over cosplay, merch, songs, but me? I wanted to draw. To my fellow artists watching, I'm sure it's happened to you with an established or an original character, but it's that time when you just obsess so much over them that it drives you crazy. The only thing you want to do is draw that one specific blurb of yours. It's part of growing up as the art kid, I guess. But then, to my utter surprise, one day I drew something I actually kinda liked. And that is where it all went downhill. Or uphill, depending on your perspective. I started studying how the heck I made that drawing, and boom! I started methodically learning about anatomy and stuff. From the bare basics of shapes, dude. I tell you, I was so dedicated to this noble cause, I started from the very bottom. And I improved. I started to get the hang of this art thing. It was becoming fun again. And because of starting from the bottom with humans, I drew more of my human OCs, which was the obsession for another summer. And so forth, to the next chapter of the Akari journey, where I was such an enormous nerd, it couldn't just be contained anymore. It got leaked into the masses. And that part of the story is very funny, but that may be for another time. TLDR, if it weren't for my huge obsession with Sonic, then there will probably not be an Akari-san in current times. Crazy how one coincidence derails your life plan, because before wanting to be an artist, I wanted to be a doctor. Kinda. That's another story for another time. So everyone collectively drop a thank you Sonic on the comments, and since you're down there, maybe like and subscribe to the channel? Big things are coming soon, like the project I told you earlier. You wouldn't like to miss it, dude. Subscribe right now. Oh, and before I forget, some last news. For those people who have been asking me, I now have a blue sky. Well, I've had it for a little while, but I've never actually posted anything on it. Girl's been busy. Funny story is how some of you guys actually followed my account already. I still do not know how you did it, but congrats, I guess. Some of you might have noticed already, but I am pretty much inactive on Twitter/X due to the AI scraping. That is just a no-go for me. And I know nowadays you can't really escape AI, even on Blue Sky, but an artist gotta do something to protect their art, you know? Posting somewhere that is not advertised as an AI scraper is a good start, I think. Still, feel free to tag me in stuff or DM me if you'd like, of course. On X, Instagram, DeviantArt, Blue Sky, all of those. I might not answer immediately, our girl has to have a nap sometimes. But rest assured, I will answer. So see you over there. But anyways, before we leave, let me give a huge shout out to our lovely channel members that support me and my content. Thank you so much to G Marifox, BlueJ65, Judy, He Dragon, Kyo, and Servando Verdugo for all their support. And guys, gals, and non-binary pals, thank you so much for watching till the end and for all the birthday wishes you sent me. Like really, you guys are the best. Keep drawing and stay red, everyone. I have been Akari-san, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!